What's going on, everybody? Rob here. So it's coming along. That's the Inner City Homestead. That right there is connected to the dog run. Comes out there, goes downstairs, goes into the big dog run. Pretty nice run. Look at it. Complete different. I mean, it looks beautiful. It's coming along, right? I gotta do all the siding still and everything on this resta renovation. That right there, I gotta go through. Check this out. This right here is the junk pile the previous owner left, although he threw the junk on top of what could be salvageable firewood. So now it's up to me. I was gonna actually pay somebody to just come remove this whole pile because I'm overwhelmed because I got two more piles on the other side, but with this one is the one with the firewood. So I'm actually probably gonna put some long pants on, some long sleeves, and the area I'm gonna stack all the firewood right here. That's already seasoned firewood, so that firewood right there just has to be split. So I mean there's places around the property to put it right there, right? A half an acre, and it's my own half an acre. You see how big it is right there, and all that on the other side is mine also. But right now I'm just trying to grasp a hold of it, and it looks really nice. It's coming along. So I bought this property as is. It failed the home inspection, failed the termite inspection. So little by little I'm getting it together. I think I defeated the urine smell, so there's going to be a video how I defeated the urine smell. But I'm about to cut the grass right now. And if you know, the stickler in my city property for no weeds. Green grass, no weeds. Green grass, no weeds. But check this out. Look at all the weeds in my lawn. Look at all the weeds in my lawn. Oh my God. And now I'm cutting the grass with no bag. That's right, no bag, no garbage, no nothing. So I got a mulching blade on here. So what mulching blades do is it puts the grass up to keep kind of chopping it up because the grass will naturally fertilize your lawn, but you could only do it with shorter grass. If your lawn is completely overgrown, it's gonna kill your lawn. So you gotta have it where there's just little pieces in there. Look at that big trail right there. The groundhog, I no longer see him above ground because my dog has been marking the area. And come out from the fence right there and right across into all this over here. And then he would go on the back also. Yes, that's gunshots you're hearing. Gunshots. I hear gunshots almost every day. Like, oh my God. There's a law enforcement range in my area and I love it. But there's all kind of overgrown brush and everything. So this is actually going to be more than a brush hog. I would actually need one of those dang on the ends of a bobcat or a skid steer to get this down. But I got a wheelbarrow that I'm going to start getting this down with little by little. All the dead stuff is going to be taken out of here first. Right, and then from the dead stuff, then I'm gonna go to the live stuff, get whatever I can take out of it. But I'm not killing everything. I'm not killing all the saplings and all that because I want some here because we're gonna get the wood burning stove active again. The wood burning stove right now is in the garage, although we're gonna put it back in the house and use it this winter. All this is my overgrown brush on my property. Right, there's a tree stump that I got to get rid of. There's termites. There's termites in my property. I am currently paying $150 a month for Terminex to come out, and they treat it from the outside. You believe that? There's a bunch of subterranean traps all the way around my house, and they treat it from the outside because they say it lures the termites back out the property, and then it has stuff for them to eat and kill and take back to the nest, and it kills all of them. But look at this. There's termites in there. Termites. This is a tree on the outside. So all this is getting burned. Although it rained today pretty bad. So that's outside my property anyways. But that's what I've been dealing with here. So they found a place inside the house and a place inside the garage that had termites. So it's all being treated. $150 a month I want paying, and then next year it's gonna go down considerable amount. But yeah, weeds here. Look at all that. They turn to be beautiful because 70% of the weeds in the bees in the U.S. are projected to be dead by the end of 2025. Leave the weeds. Let's make weeded lawns beautiful. All right, so here's Cisco's first time going. I have not even opened up the kennel. This is double fenced all the way around. Locked, cinder block. This is where the dogs come out the back of the house and through the kennel right here, but I haven't even opened this up. So you see there's vines all the way across the top and everything. There's a cinder block. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this open, so let me try to get this open. All right, so I took the lock off. I got that out the way, but this is vines. It's all vines all the way across. I think they're jasmine vines. Oh, There's a lock on the bottom. I think they're jasmine vines. That's enough to get him in there. So let's see how he's gonna do in the dog crate. I'm gonna cut all this is I hate the vines. I'm gonna cut all the vines off because they are out of control. Sit, Cisco. This boy, he's always in the backyard. He's smelling around the front. Hey, sit, stay. Good boy. Free. Don't take me down the stairs. That's my coffee. He's used to going back there, but today he's going in his dog crate. And look at, I've cut half the lawn already. Push lawnmower. Note to self: buy a riding lawnmower. And I'm doing little by little on this property, and I have all that to go. To smell around. He's trying to smell around to mark his territory, but he's gonna have a lot to mark in here. That's the dog kennel. Hey, save some of that for inside. Save some of that for inside. Come on. Hello. That's the neighbors. All right, come on, inside. Wait. Let me take off your leash. Come here. Good boy. Free. Go. That all got to be cleaned up, but there's no way for him to get out of this. That is the dog kennel that come. He's trying to come back out because he got poked by a stick. Go ahead. If he pees on all that, he's gonna kill everything in there. But that's the fence right now. That's the dog kennel. I'm just gonna cut the grass so he don't got to be in his dog crate. But that is a large dog kennel. It goes all the way almost back to the house back there. That has to be about 15 to 20 feet wide. And this is like not generative farming where I would rotate him to every process, and then this way everything would be able to come back and develop. When the animals and cattle and cows poop, they may have to move it acre by acre because they step on everything, they eat the grass, they eat everything there, then they poop, and that's what creates life again. It doesn't get tilled. He stays in here his whole time. As he pees and poops and doesn't rotate, then everything's going to be cleared out right there. Although I'm going to help him because I'm going to take a lot of those vines down. I hate got to come up with something decorative across the top. So he's in there, he'll be in there. He found the ball. Look at him. At least he found the ball that was in there. So he'll play. I'll cut the grass and we'll get back to you. Alright, so check this out. That's a pear tree. That's supposed to be an apple tree, but it says never gave apples. But it's blooming a whole lot at the top that I'm not going to be able to reach. So that's a regular size apple tree, not a miniature one. This is a miniature pear tree. But check this out. So it blossomed already. And you could tell it was pollinated because look at. Those are all going to be pears. The pear tree. See the pears in there? They're all baby pears right now. Because they were pollinated. The flower was pollinated because we have a lot of bees around here, right? So now all this is going to give me pears. Over here we have strawberries. So I didn't cut any of this down right now. I left it like I know it got to be weeded or whatever, but check this out. They're all going to be strawberries. Strawberries. So these are all wild on the property I just purchased, my Inner City Homestead. So I finished cutting the lawn. I don't want to scare them away. Whole flock of birds are in the lawn over there and in the vegetation. See, all coming down. See whatever insects were in there. And it looks amazing. That was all done with a push lawnmower. There's the apple tree. Well, it's a start. There's a dog kennel right there. That's what I was going to make the chicken coop. There's a little disconnect right there. All that on the other side is mine. This tree, well, I got to start a Patreon. This tree has to get cut back a little bit. There's the burn barrel. There's the garbage pile. I'm going to take a picture and see how much somebody's going to charge me to get that off. I'm going to take all these curtains down. The frame is still good. The tree was cut all the way down to right there, but they said it's another $1,500 to $2,000 for that part. That's what somebody did before me. But we cleaned up. Me and my son came to help me clean up as much as I could clean up so far. He's loving the whole backyard. He actually could fit through the dog kennel, so there to be a whole new video. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.